Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Hare Krishna, Gaur Premanande, Hari Haribo. We're just starting in a minute with the ISV Youth Jam. I'm just getting on Zoom. So let's see how this goes. Hope everyone's doing well back there. We're going to be chanting shlokas, as we do every Sunday night. And here we are. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Hey, good to see you all. So,
Marge, we can't see you.
Oh, okay, sorry. How's that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay then, you can turn your videos on, but just probably we'll try it without the microphones because it starts getting feedback and everything like that. Hare Krishna.
I think your camera was still left up from the previous broadcast.
What happened?
Your camera's still like higher.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. We're dancing then, so. Okay, so let's do our shlokas, because that's the easiest thing to do. And you just stay on mute and just chant behind the mute, because otherwise it gets there's that lag. So we're going to start off tonight with, what's your choices? What would you like to do?
The Finish Charita.
Chaitanya Charitamrita we start with. Okay, here we go. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakashams Tatach Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Samvyakam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, His plenary portions, His energies, and the primeval Lord Himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gaurudai Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudao. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. 3. Yada dvaitam brahmopanishadi tadapyasya tanubha ya atmantaryami purusha iti soshamsha vibhavaha shat aishvaryai purno ya iha bhagavan sa swayamayam the chaitanyat krishna's jagati paratattvam paramiha. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord known as the Supersoul is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. 4. Anarpita charim chirat karana yavatirna kalau samarpayitum minuto jvalarasam subhakti shriyam hari purata sundara dyuti kadamba sandipita sada hridaya khandare spuratuva shachinandana. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Shachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart, Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. 5. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Hladini Shaktirasmad Ekatmanav Api Bhuvi Pura Deha Bedham Gatau Tau Chaitanyakyam Prakatamaruna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Duti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. 6. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Swadhyo Yena Bhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Mariyaha Saukyam Chasya Anubhavita Kidrisham Veti Lobhat Tadbhavadhya Samajani Shachi Garbha Sindau Harindu. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Shachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. 7. Sankarshana Karana Towa Shayi Garbhoda Shayi Chapayobdhi Shayi Sheshasta Yasyam Shakalasa Nitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshana, Sheshanaga, and the Vishnus who lie in the Karna ocean, Garbha ocean, and ocean of milk are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. Maya tite vyapi vaikunta loke Purnaishvarye Shri Chaturvyuha Madhye Rupam Yasyod Bhati Sankarshanakyam Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I surrender unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, who is known as Sankarshana in the midst of the Chaturvyuha, consisting of Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka, far beyond the material creation. 9. Maya Bharta Janda Sangashrayanga Shete Shakshad Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yasyai Kamsha Shri Puman Adi Devas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose partial representation called Karna Dakshayi Vishnu, lying on the Karna ocean, is the original Purusha, the master of the illusory energy and the shelter of all the universes. Yasyam Shamsha Srila Garbho Dashayi Yanabhyabjam Loka Sanghata Nalam Loka Shastu Suti Kadama Datus Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu sprouts the lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. 11. Yasyam Sham Shamsha Paratma Kilanam Poshta Vishnur Bhati Dugdabdi Shayi Shauni Bharata Yat Kala Sopyanantas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk. That Kshirodakshai Vishnu is the supersoul of all living entities and the maintainer of all the universes. Sheshanaga is his further subpart. 12. Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Maya Yasrajat Yada Tasyavatara Evayam Advaita Acharya Ishvara. Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. 13. Advaitam Harina Dvaitat Acharyam Bhakti Shamshanat Bhaktavataram Isham Tam Advaitacharyam Ashraye. Because he is non-different from Hari, the Supreme Lord, he is called Advaita. And because he propagates the cult of devotion, he is called Acharya. He is the Lord and the incarnation of the Lord's devotee. Therefore, I take shelter of him. 14. Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. I offer my obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is not different from his feature as a devotee, devotional incarnation, devotional manifestation, pure devotee, and devotional energy. Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Manda Matirgati Matsarva Swapadambo Jau Radha Madana Mohanao. Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet are everything to me. 16. Divya Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanastau Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devau Prishtali Bisiv Savyamano Smarami. In a temple of jewels in Vrindavan, underneath a desired tree, that Sri Sri Radha Govinda, served with their most confidential associates, sit upon an effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisances unto them. Shriman Rasarasaram Pi Vamshivata Tatastita Karshan Venu Swaner Gopir Gopinatha Shriyestu Naha. Sri Srila Gopinath, who originated the transcendental mellow of the rasa dance, stands on the shore in Vamshivat and attracts the attention of the cowherd damsels with the sound of his celebrated flute. May they all confer upon us their benediction. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Glory to Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda, glory to Advaita Chandra, and glory to all the devotees of Sri Gaura, Lord Chaitanya. 18 Thakur Godiyaki Karyachina Atmasat 18 Charan Vandon Tine Mornat. These three deities of Vrindavan, Madan Mohan, Govinda, and Gopinath, have absorbed the heart and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, followers of Lord Chaitanya. I worship their lotus feet, for they are the lords of my heart. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Just check in and say how that was. We're going at a decent speed. Were you able to follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, good. So any reflections from that chapter? And how did you like doing it with the translations?
I like doing it side by side because after reading each verse, you can like know what it means and remember like its definition.
Yeah.
I also have more to say.
Who said that?
Aname.
Oh, Anamai, where are you? I'm trying to find you here. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you liked it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So basically, it's like whenever you see like a word,
Yeah.
like, you can find out the definition of it. So
Yeah.
like if you like there's a verse and you know like 4 or 5 words,
Yeah.
then you can copy like where it is, and you can trace each point.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Anybody else?
Maj, I like the third verse where it says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not like the Brahman effulgence, he's not even the Paramatma, he's actually just Lord Krishna himself.
Yeah.
I find that kind of helpful. It just like eliminates everything else and
That's right.
it sticks to him.
I know, and when he comes as Lord Chaitanya, it's just Krishna's there, Radha's there, everyone's there. I mean, it's the best, and he's just freely giving out mercy. It's fantastic. Thanks a lot, Balaram. That's great. Any other thoughts?
Very good, Tanmay. This is Bharat.
Haribol Bharat.
I thought it was really nice having the translation next to the verses because it really helped us understand the beauty of the verses.
Yeah.
A lot of times we can't really understand the true beauty of them.
That's true. You know, we've been working on them for a while, and they start to soften up after a while, don't they? Like, means that you do them so many times, and then you start to get familiar with them, and then you do the translations, and it all kinds of comes together after a while when you do these over so many periods of time. Especially when you do them during a pandemic. That really helps a lot. Pandemic verse chanting. Any other reflections? Okay, what do you want to do next? You name it and we'll do it. What?
Upadeshamrita?
Okay, you got it, Aname. Upadeshamrita it is. You all ready? Vacho vegam manasakrodha vegam jihva vegam udarapasta vegam etan vegam yo vishaheta dira sarvamapi mam pritivim sashishyat atyahara prayashascha prajalpo niyamagraha janashangascha lalyam cha shadbir bhakti vinashyati utsahan nishchayad dharyat tat tat karma pravartanat sangatyagat shato vrite shadbir bhakti prasidyati dadati pratigrinati kuyamakyati prichyati punkte bojayate chaiva shadvidam pratilakshanam krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyeta dikshasti che pranati bisha bhajantamisham Shushushaya bhajana vignamananya manya nindari shunya hridamipsita sangalabdya drishtai sabhava janitar vapushashta doshar na prakritafamiha bhaktya janasya pashyed gangam nasam nakalubud budapena pankar brahma dravafam apagachati niradharmai Syat Krishna Nama Charitari Sitapta Vidya Pito Patapta Rasanasya Narochikanu Kintva Varad Anudilam Kalusaiva Jushta Swadvi Kramad Bhavati Tad Gadamula Hantri Tannama Rupa Charitari Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena Rasanama Nasini Yoja Tishtam vrajetan anuragi jananugami kalam nayeda kilamityupadesha saram vaikuntach janito varamarupuri tatrapi rasotsavad vrindaranya mudara paniramanat tatrapi govardhanaha Radha kunna mihapi gokulapate premam ritap lavanat kuryarasya virajato giritate sevam vivekinakaha karmi parito hare priyataya vyaktim yayurgyaninas tebyo gyana vimukta bhakti parama premaika nishtastata Tebhyastha pashupala pankata trishastabhyopi saradika Preshtad tadvadiyam tadiya sarasitam nashrayat kakriti Krishnasyo chai pranayavasiti priyasyopi radha kundam chasya munibirabitas tadrageva vyadhayi yat preshar apyalam asulabham kim purnar bhakti bhajam tat premedam sakridapi sarasnatur avishkaroti Shri Upadeshamrita Sampurnam Radhe Shyam. Translations. Pandemic Special. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. Text number 2. Sorry, I got the book, so I got to turn the pages. Oh, Krishna. One's devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following 6 activities. 1. Eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. 2. Over-endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. 3. Talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. 4. Practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. 5. Associating with worldly-minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And 6. Being greedy for mundane achievements. Sri Upadeshamrita, text number 3. There are 6 principles favorable to the execution of pure devotional service. 1. Being enthusiastic. 2. Endeavoring with confidence. 3. Being patient. 4. Acting according to regulative principles such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna. 5. Abandoning the association of non-devotees. And 6. Following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. These 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service. In Sanskrit, what is number 6? Number 6 says, following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. So what is it in Sanskrit? Say. What? Sata? Satavrate? So sata means the great previous acharyas, right? And vrete means by following the footsteps. So satovrate. What is to be enthusiastic? Work with me, devotees, work with me.
Utsahan.
Utsahan, very good. What is endeavoring with confidence? Anshu. Very good. How about being patient? Yes. How about acting according to the regular principles such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna? Yes. Very good. How about abandoning the association of non-devotees?
Sangatyaga.
Yeah. Okay, good. Text number 4. Offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasad, and offering prasad are the 6 symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another. And has anybody ever read this purport? You know what Prabhupada says in this purport? He says that the Krishna consciousness movement was founded on these 6 principles. Srivata, tell us in what way this movement was founded on these 6 principles.
Should I read the purport or?
No, just tell us in what way, like you see it. How is it thinking of the beginning of the movement and how it got started?
I think enthusiasm was very, very important, especially for the initial devotees.
No, this is Dadati Pratigunati.
Oh.
Priti Lakshanam, the 6 principles of love, yeah. So tell us the history. How did it get started with these 6 principles? Details, give details.
Sorry, Mark?
Give some details of the ways of the history of how the Hare Krishna movement got started with these 6 exchanges of love.
Offering gifts and charity is giving the knowledge or the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Prabhupada's books. And accepting charitable gifts is like donations and anything else that people could have donated initially in the movement to help maintain the temples, like for funding and for like the necessary like money needed. Revealing one's mind and confidence. I think inquiring confidentially would be people inquiring from Srila Prabhupada about their personal life.
Yeah.
And people realizing that they could find all the answers they needed in Prabhupada's books.
Yeah.
And from Prabhupada, obviously.
Yeah.
That would be revealing one's mind and confidence. I think that ties in with inquiring confidentially.
Okay.
Because a lot of the time when you have to ask about something in your personal life, you also have to admit something in your personal life.
Yeah.
Because of Prabhupada's mercy and because of the parampara, Prabhupada was able to compassionately help everyone become devotees. Accepting prasad and offering prasad, that's like when we give people prasadam for free during Harinam. And eating prasadam is very important also because we have to honor prasadam.
Well done, Srivata. Good job, thank you. Vrinda, are you there?
Yes, Mark.
Can you think of any stories from the old days about Prabhupada distributing prasadam? Did you read Mukunda Maharaj's book, anybody? Miracle on 2nd Avenue? Did you read that, Vrinda? Yeah, tell.
He used to distribute prasadam to the hippies in the New York temple.
Yeah, he'd serve it himself, right? He'd cook it and then serve it out. I mean, that's a loving exchange if I ever heard one. And Mukunda Maharaj tells about how when Prabhupada had a first loft program, he cooked everything and he went around with the pots and he was serving out all the guests. And he kept telling, Mukunda Maharaj kept saying, Prabhupada kept saying, take. He kept giving him more and more prasadam. That always never had anything so nice. Who was that? You were saying something? Okay. Any other prasadam stories? Niharika, were you going to say? Okay, sorry. It's hard to tell here on Zoom because names pop up. There you are. Munisha, tell us.
This was when Srila Prabhupada in his childhood days. It's mentioned in like the first book of Prabhupada Leela, where it talks about Srila Prabhupada used to love kachoris, and he came home one day and he really was. It explained how his mom used to very like more strict with him, and his father used to be more lenient. And he really wanted kachoris, and his mom said no that day, and so he cried and he went to bed. And then his dad came home, and he was saying, "Where is Alpai?" And his mom had said, "Oh, she explained how he was crying because he didn't get the kachoris." And then his father said, "No, we must give them his kachoris." And he personally had cooked kachoris and hot puris. And then Srila Prabhupada came and he ate them like to his full extent, and then he was really happy. So that's just
Oh, what a great
story.
story. Thanks, Monisha. That's really nice. Did you know the nickname they gave Prabhupada because he liked kachoris so much?
Nandula, or
Kachori
no,
Muki. Kachori Muki. Because he always had kachoris in his mouth. Nice story, yeah. Good one. Yeah, so as Srivatsa was telling us, there's a way that our movement is really based on these 6 loving exchanges. That's what it's all about. It's giving gifts, accepting gifts in return, giving prasad, accepting prasad, and revealing our hearts and hearing other people reveal. And those all take place within the context of ISKCON. That's what the whole process is. Yeah. Good job. Okay, let's do some more. Number 5. Slow. One should mentally honor the devotee who chants the holy name of Lord Krishna. One should offer humble obeisances to the devotee who has undergone spiritual initiation, diksha, and is engaged in worshipping the deity. And one should associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service and whose heart is completely devoid of the propensity to criticize others. In this verse, what is the Sanskrit for one whose heart is devoid of the propensity to criticize others? And you should give me the word for word so we can hear each word what it means. Go ahead, Balaram. I know you want to say this one.
It's the nindadi shunya hridakam.
Yeah, tell us what each word means. It's not like, yeah, your internet might be slow. Go ahead.
In the word to word, it says anya ninda adi means of the blasphemy of others, and shunya means completely devoid, and hrida is the heart, so completely devoid of blasphemy of others in the heart.
So nindadi, anya nindadi shunya. So shunya means, like shunyavadi means like people who believe that everything's void, right? So shunya means, in this case, anya ninda adi shunya means that it's void. The person doesn't have that propensity. It's not hridam. It's not in their heart. And so then Rupa Goswami says, if you can find such a person who not a fault finder, they're not envious like that, then ipsita sangalabhya, you should desire to gain such a person's association. Anything else about this verse you want to say? Anybody? Take a risk. Take a risk and try to say something. Go ahead, Aprame. I know you want to say something. Go. Oh, you're on mute. Aprame's on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So it sounds very similar to Shushada Dhanasya, because there's one line which mentions to the devotee without vice, right? And
Yeah.
that ties in very well with the the devotee who has no desire to criticize others. So we should try to take association of them. And in Shushada Dhanasya, it shows the benefit of that, which is you gain the affinity to hear about other devotees.
You know what? You get extra points for that one. Because it's thinking like that and making these connections. That's the real thing. This is Shastra Sunipana, seeing how everything connects together. So everyone make note, you get extra points when you're able to connect one verse to another and say this one relates to that, I've heard this phrase somewhere else, or this is a similar concept. Okay, Gita Priya?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good work. That was really nice. Okay, number 6. Here we go. As soon as I turn the pages.
Would it be easier if I screen shared so you could just look at all the translations on the screen?
It would, but then, anyway, we're almost there. I'll try to be proactive in turning the pages. Okay, here we go. You ready? Drish, we did that. Being situated in his original Krishna conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee's having a body born in a low family, a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. According to ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee, but despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It is exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which sometimes during the rainy season are full of bubbles, foam, and mud. The Ganges waters do not become polluted. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding will bathe in the Ganges without considering the condition of the water. 7. The holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet like sugar candy. Although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance, cannot taste anything sweet, it is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens within the tongue, and his disease is gradually destroyed at the root. What a nice verse, right? And then we have verse number 8. The essence of all advice is that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes, thereby gradually engaging one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Vraja, Goloka Vrindavan Dham, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees who are deeply attached to his devotional service. So, tell us what's a few of the words that we can relate to in this verse. Tell us something about the verse.
It says that
How about, like it's saying here, what does Tishtan Vraje mean? What does Tishtan Vraje in the verse mean?
I don't know.
Okay, do you have the word for word in front of you?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So, Tishtan means residing. It means to be situated somewhere, Tishtan. And what's Vraja? Besides Sadhu, besides Sadhu's sister.
Others.
We see we got Sadhu in here too. Okay, so what's Vraja? Go ahead, Gita.
In Vrindavan.
And what's Vraje? What's the difference between Vraja and Vraje?
Raja, it has in, but in Raja it's in Raja, but Raja is like just Raja.
So Vraja means the place,
Yes.
and Vraje means you're in Vraja, right? So why don't you do the same thing with Vrindavan? Change it. Huh? Vrindavane. Means you're in Vrindavan, right? So just like the poem I read the other night, I don't know if any of you heard it, but it's called Vrindavane Bhajan. It's like when residing in Vrindavan. So Tishtan Vraje means residing in Vraja, right? So how do you get there? Let's ask, where's Nitai?
I'm right here, Raj.
So according to this verse, Tishtan Vraje, how do you get to live in Vraja? What's the verse about? In general, what's it about? Oh, you're on mute. That's why we can't hear you.
How one should come to the abode of like Vrindavan.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
It says in the translation that in the first part that one should utilize one's full time 24 hours a day in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes. And basically that means to like basically give as much as time as you can to just Krishna's activities, and then by doing that, at the end of your life, you'll the Vishnu Dutas will come and then they'll take you to Vrindavan.
Could you do it in this life? In other words, could you be living in this world and at the same time live in the spiritual world simultaneously?
Yes, you can.
Can you give any examples?
Not quite sure how to explain this.
I'll give you an example. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about this. What would you say is the most prominent metaphor that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uses to describe how a person takes to devotional service and then makes advancement towards the spiritual world? Again, I'm looking for a metaphor. What's the most prominent metaphor? Nimai?
Always remember Krishna.
Metaphor.
Oh, metaphor.
Yeah, and your life will be sublime.
He gives a metaphor of the gardener, right? And he says that the devotee is like a gardener has to plant a seed within the heart. Does anybody know what that's called? The seed of devotional service? Yeah. What is a beej anyway?
Seed?
It's a seed. So then what happens when you water the seed?
It grows into a tree plant.
It grows into a creeper. And where does the creeper grow to? Let's just say you're there in, let's say Sadhu Vrindavan's sitting there right now in Chennai. Is that where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, he's sitting in Chennai and he's watering the seed of devotional service, and then the creeper starts growing up, this spiritual creeper. Where does it grow to?
From Vrindavan?
It grows from his heart, and then which direction does it go? It's got to get out of the material world first, right? Yeah, it keeps growing up. It's got to go through the layers of the universe, doesn't it? So it grows up through the layers of the universe. Then what does it have to break through before it gets into from the material world to the spiritual world? There's a part in between the material world and the spiritual world. What's it called?
The Brahmajyoti.
Nope. Give another try.
The
Who said Viraja? Who's me?
Aname.
Okay, that's right. So there's a viraja. Viraja it's not affected by the modes of material nature, but it's not in the spiritual world yet. So you're crossing over from the material into the spiritual world. So the creeper grows up past all the material elements, then it goes past the Viraja, and then it enters into the spiritual sky. Does it stop there if you keep watering?
Maharaj, can you just repeat the question? My brother was talking to me for something.
I was saying, where does it grow to after it gets into the Brahmajyoti, if you keep watering?
It grows to the spiritual world.
It's in the spiritual world. Where does it grow from the Brahmajyoti? If you're watering it with Krishna Katha.
Goes to Vaikuntha Loka.
Goes past Vaikuntha Loka. It goes to, which is the highest planet in the spiritual world?
Goloka Vrindavan.
You are correct, sir.
Vrindavan.
You are absolutely correct. Now, where does it go when it gets to Goloka Vrindavan?
It goes
Govardhan Hill.
It goes to, who was saying that? Something.
Govardhan Hill.
Maybe, but not exactly what I was looking for. It goes to Krishna's lotus feet. See, a creeper has to hang on to something, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that creeper, you're here, and Sadhu Vrindavan is there in Chennai, but he's watering, and then the creeper goes up past the material world, through the Viduraja, into the Brahmajyoti, then past the Vaikuntha Lokas, then it catches on to Krishna's lotus feet in Vraj. And just like a creeper, it wraps around a tree, it wraps around Krishna's lotus feet. Now you're living in the material world and the spiritual world at the same time. What is your opinion, Monisha?
Yes.
Very good.
It's
That's very good. So the point is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, then you have to keep watering. Because even if it happens, you're there in the material world and you're connected to the spiritual world at the same time. What happens if you stop watering a plant? Part?
the creeper.
It dries up and falls down.
That is correct. It dries up. So you have got to keep watering. And so when that happens, you're in the material world walking around, but you're in the spiritual world at the same time. There's an example of that in the third canto of the Bhagavatam when Uddhava was speaking to Vidura. And then when Vidura started asking him questions about Krishna, Uddhava had to pull himself back out of the spiritual world and into this world so he could answer him. So that's these verses are instructions about how to actually leave the material world and go to the spiritual world. And it's, of course, when we leave this body, then it's up to Krishna where he puts us. But even in this lifetime, while we're in this body, one can transcend the material world and one can be residing simultaneously in Vraja. Okay, let's do the next verse. Number 9. Text number. Hey, I'm missing a page. 75, 8. There it is. It was hidden. Okay. The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Mathura Puri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan, because of Krishna's Rasa Leela pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super-excellent Sri Radhakund stands supreme, for it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prema of the Lord of Gokula. Sorry, I lost my place. Sri Krishna. Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radhakund, which is situated at the foot of Govardhan Hill? Text number 10. In the Shastra, it is said that of all types of fruitive workers, are you all saying these? Okay. He who is advanced in knowledge of the higher values of life is favored by the Supreme Lord Hari. Out of many such people who are advanced in knowledge, Gyanis, one who is practically liberated by virtue of his knowledge may take to devotional service. He is superior to others. However, one who has actually attained prema, pure love of Krishna, is superior to him. The gopis are exalted above all the advanced devotees because they are always totally dependent upon Sri Krishna, the transcendental cowherd boy. Among the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Her Kund, lake, is as profoundly dear to Krishna, Lord Krishna, as this most beloved of the gopis. Who then will not reside at Radhakunda and in a spiritual body surcharged with ecstatic devotional feelings, aprakrita bhava, render loving service to the divine couple Shri Radha Govinda, who perform their Ashtaka Lila Lila, their eternal eightfold daily pastimes. Indeed, those who execute devotional service on the banks of Radhakunda are the most fortunate people in the universe. 11. Of the many objects of favored delight and of all the lovable damsels of Brajabhumi, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most treasured object of Krishna's love. And in every respect, her divine Kunda is described by great sages as similarly dear to him. Undoubtedly, Radhakunda is very rarely attained even by the great devotees. Therefore, it is even more difficult for ordinary devotees to attain. If one simply bathes once within those holy waters, one's pure love of Krishna is fully aroused. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate Ishavasya Midang Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bunjita Magradakasya Suddhanam Kurvane Veha Karmani Jijivi Shekshatam Samaha Evam Twainanyate Tosti Nakarma Lipite Nare Asurya Namate Loka Antena Tamasavritaha Tamste Pratya Vigatshanti Yeke Chatma Hano Janaha Ane Jade Kammana Soja Viyo Naina Deva Apnuvan Purvanarshat Tadavato Nyanatyeti Tishtat Tashminapu Mattarishwa Dadati Tarejati Tanaijati Tadure Tadvantike Tarantarasya Sarvasya Tadu Sarvasya Bhayataha Yastu Sarvani Bhutani Atmani Vanupashyati Sarva Bhuteshu Chatmanam Tato na vijugupsate Yasmin sarvani bhutani Atmaivad bud vijanataha Tatra ko mohakashoka Ekatvam manupashyataha Saparya gatshu krama kairam avranam Ashnaviram shudam apapavidham Kavir manishi paribhu swayambur Yatat yat yatortan vyaradashasvatibhya samabhyaha Andantama pravishyanti ye vidyam upasyate Tato bhuye ivate tamo ya uvidyayam rataha Anyareva hurvidyaya anyadahuravidyaya Iti shushru madhiranam yenastad vichichakshire Vidyam cha yas tadvedo bayam saha avidyayam ratum tirtva vidyayam ratum ashnute andantama pravishyanti ye sambhutim upasate tato bhuye ivate tamo ya usambhutyam rataha anyadevo hur sambhavad anyadahur sambhavad Iti shushru madhiranam yenastad vichichakshire Sambhutim cha vinasham cha yastad vedo bayam saha Vinashena mratum tirtva vidyayam mratum ashnute Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham Tatvam pushana pavrenu satyadharmaya drishtaye Pushane karshe yama surya prajapatya vyuharasmin samuha tejo yatte rupam kalyanatamam tate pashami yosavasau purusha soamasmi vayuranilamamritam atedam bashmantam shariram om kratos smara kritam smara kratos smara kritam smara agnenaya supatarayasman vishvani deva vayunani vidvan yuyodyasmashraharanameno bhuyishtam te nama uktim videma. Unmute. Shri Ishapanishad Sampurnam Hari Okay, that leaves us with divinity and divine service, right? Everybody ready?
Yes.
Hey, someone is having artik in their house. Sounds like artik going on. Vyasuvacha iti samprashna samvrishto vipranam brahmaharshinihi pratipuja vachastesham pravaktum upachakrame sutuvacha yam pravajantam anupetam apetakrityam dvaipayano viraha kartara ajuhava putreti tanmayatayatharavo binedus tam sarva bhutarayam munim anatosmi yaksvanubhavam akila shruti saramekam adyatmadhipam atitirshatam tamondham samsarinam karunayaha purana guhyam tam vyasa sunumupayami gurum muninam Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim sarasatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye munayak sadhu prishtoham bhavadbir lokamangalam yatkrita krishna sambrasno yinatmasu prasidati savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhoksaje ahaitu kiya pratiyata yatma suprasidati vasudeve bhagavati bhakti yoga prayojitaha janayatyashu vairagyam jnanam cha yadahaitukam dharma svanustita pumsam vishvaksena katasuya nutparayed yadiratim shrama eva hi kevalam dharmasya hyapavargasya nartortayopakalpate nartasya dharmaikantasya kamo labhaya hi smitaha kamasya nendriya pritir labo jiveti yavata jivasya tattva jignasya narto yascheha karmavi vadanti tattva vidas tappam yajganamadvayam Brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdate tachchadadhana munayo jnana vairagya yuktaya pashyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shuta grihitaya atak pumbir dvida shreshta varnashrama vibhagasha swanustis tasya dharmasya samsarir haritoshanam tasmade kena manasa bhagavan sattvatam Shrotavya kirtitavyascha Yeya pujascha nityada Yad anudyasina yukta Karma granti nibandanam Chindanti kavidastasya Kona kuryat katarashintiyam Shushushoshadatanasya Vasudeva kataruchi Syanmahat sevaya vipra Punyatirtan shevanat Shinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Hridantaksto Hibhadrani Vitunoti Suritsatam Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyutama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Tada Rajastamo Bhava Kamalobhada Yashjaye Cheta Eter Anavidham Stitam Sattve Prasidati Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogataha Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangha Sujayate Vidyate Hridaya Grantis Chidante Sarva Samshayaha Shiyante Chasya Karmani Dushtaivat Manishvare Atovai Kavayo Nityam Bhaktim Paramaya Muda Vasudeve Bhagavati Kurvantyatma Prasadanim Saffam Rajastamayiti Prakritir Gunastar Yukta Parapurusha Eka Ihasya Date Stityade Harivaranshi Hareti Samja Shreyamsi Tattva Kalor Tattvasan Shreyamsi Tattva Kalu Safatanor Nirnam Suhu Partivadharano Dumas Tasmadagnis Trayi Mayaha Tamasastu Rajastasmat Saffam Yad Brahmadarshanam Bejare Munio Tagre Bhagavantam Vadoksajam Sattvam Vishuram Shemaya Kalpante Yenutaniha Mumukshavo Ghora Rupan Hipa Bhuta Patinata Narayana Kalashanta Bhajanti Hyanasuyava Rajastama Prakritaya Samashila Bhajanti Vai Pitrir Bhuta Pajeshadin Shri Aishvarya Prajapsavaha Vasudeva Paraveda Vasudeva Paramaka Vasudeva Parayoga Vasudeva Parakriyaha Vasudeva Param Jnanam Vasudeva Param Tapaha Vasudeva Parodharmo Vasudeva Paragati Sa evidam sasarjagre Bhagavanat Mamayaya Sarasadrupaya Chaso Gunamaya Guno Vibhu Taya Vilashiteshveshu Guneshu Gunavaniva Antak Pravishta Abhati Vrignanena Vrajrimbrata Yata Hyavihito Vanir Darushveka Swayonishu Naneva Bhati Vishvatma Bhuteshu Chatatapuman Asau Gunamayer Bhavir Bhuta Sukshmendriyatma Vihi Swanirviteshu Nirvishto Punkte Bhuteshu Tadgunan Bhavayat Yesha Satvena Lokan Vai Lokabhavana Lilavataranurato Devatiryandaradishu. Do the colophon. You can unmute and do the colophon.
Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahamshyam Samshayam Prathamaskande Naishya Pajnane Vidya Dhyaya Hari
Hadi Om Tat Sat. So let me hear any realizations then. Any realizations, any thoughts?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Haribol.
So I was reading in Bhagavatam, like there was this phrase like padam padam vipadam or something. I don't know, like I think it meant like at every step there was like some danger.
Yeah.
And basically, when I was reading the news about the coronavirus, and it said that if you don't go out because people might have sneezed or coughed, and there might be like droplets of coronavirus everywhere. And if you go and you touch it, you might get sick. So like at every step there could be coronavirus or danger.
Yes. So that verse is from the 10th canto, and it says, Samashitaye parapalava palavam mahatpunam punya yasho marare bhavam vidirvatsa padam param padam 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 yadvi padam natesham. So this verse says that You should take shelter of Lord Krishna because he's the shelter of the entire cosmic manifestation. Samashrita ye padapallava plavam mahatpanam punya yashomarari. And he killed the Mura demon. And also, he said, don't take shelter in the material world. So it says, do take shelter of Krishna, but don't take shelter in the material world because padam yad vipadam. Vipadam means at any step it can be disaster. The te shum. That's a nice one. You get extra credit for that one, for pulling that one right out of your hat. Good for you. What else? What other realizations do you all have these days? Yes?
And you can go.
Who's up?
Okay. So, in text of Upadesha Amrita, it says, being situated in his body, Krishna conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee as having a body born in a low family, a body of bad complexion, a deformed body, or diseased or infirm body. So according to, I got this explained like Haridas Thakur, because even though he was born in a Muslim family, in a very low caste, he was still a great devotee, and even though he was born in a low caste, that doesn't mean that he can't be a devotee. He was a really pure devotee, and yeah. So I thought it was kind of like it was kind of close to that.
Very good. It's a good example. It's a very good example because the external body is not considered, because as soon as one takes to the process of devotional service, then one's body becomes transcendentalized. This is something you'll find in the Bhagavatam, and Devahuti gives two really famous verses that confirm this, and the acharyas use them all the time to describe how somebody who's taken to the process of chanting Hare Krishna even a little bit becomes transcendentalized. So one of them says, Yanama deha shravanad kirtanad, yet pravanad, yet shravanad api kuchit, shwadho pisadyo savanaya kalpate, kudak pudaste bhagavanu darshanad. Did you find it? Who else has a shloka book at home? Raise your hand if you got a shloka book at home. Because if you don't, I'll get you one. Free shloka book for everyone who doesn't have one. You don't have one? Shweka didn't get a shloka book? Okay. You have one? Oh, you have one. Okay.
What's the verse? What's the canto?
The canto is the third canto. You look it up by the way it starts. Yanama deha shravanad kirtanad yet smaranad yet pravanad api kuchit. You should learn these two verses. They're really important. Shwadyo pisadya savanaya kalpate kutak punas shash. What was the question, Chweka? Oh, somebody asked a question. Yeah? Was it here?
Sorry, which chapter and verse?
You look it up. Just hear what it sounds like and look it up. So the next verse goes, Aho bata shra pachato gariyam. That's easy to look up. Just look in the index. Aho bata means oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. Aho bata shra pachato gariyanya jiva gre vartate namatubhyam te pus tapaste juhuvus asna arya brahmanatra nama granantiye te. Aprame, Balaram, you know these verses? Okay. Did you look them up? Ahobata. Ahobata Shwa. What is it?
It's Canto 3, chapter 33. No, wait. It's 3.33.7.
3 what?
3.33.7.
333.7.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find that real quick. 333.7. Here you go.
Nami.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Yes.
Aho bata. Then here's the one before it that I said. Yan namadeya shravanadu kirtanad yet pravanad yet smaranad api kuchit. Shradho pi sadya savanaya kulpate kuta punaste bhagavanu darshana. To say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, even a person born in a family of dog eaters immediately becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, and even remembers him. And the next verse says, Aho bata shra pachato gariyan yajivagre vartate namatubhyam te pusta paste juhuvusasna arya brahmanachar namagranantiyete. Somebody read it, the translation please.
Oh, how glorious are they whose tongues are chanting your holy name. Even if born in the families of dog eaters, such persons are worshipable. Persons who chant the holy name of your Lordship must have executed all kinds of austerities and fire sacrifices and achieved all the good manners of the Aryans. To be chanting the holy name of your Lordship, they must have bathed at a holy places of pilgrimage, studied the Vedas, and fulfilled everything required. Devahuti.
Thank you. So this verse proves that a person, even if they're shwapacho, what's a shwapacho?
Dog eater.
Dog eater. Even if they're a dog eater, they become transcendental. Their body becomes transcendentalized because they become eligible to perform sacrifices, which is only done in the body of a Brahmin. So that means they get transformed. So that verse you brought up, Drishrai Shabhava Janitar Vapushasya Doshar Na Prakritapamya Bhaktadanasya Pashyat Gandam Nasamna Kalabud Buddhapena Pankar Brahma Dravapam Apagachati Nira Dharmai. And then you gave the example of Haridas Thakur. Yes, very good. Very, very good. What other realizations do you all have?
I also have another person, Vitrasura.
Yep, Vritrasura.
He was actually Chitraketu in his past life.
Yeah.
But he got cursed by Parvati because he laughed at Lord Shiva.
That's correct.
So Vitrasura, he was actually born to kill Indra, but since his father pronounced some of the mantras wrong, he actually pronounced it as the one who will be killed by Indra. So when everybody, the Devatas got scared by seeing Vitrasura, but then when so Indra threw a club. The way I heard it, Indra threw a club at him, and then Vitrasura just caught it and he hit Airavata. Indra got greatly discouraged, and then and Vitrasura was actually a great devotee of the Lord, but he was in a body of a demon. So yeah, even though this also explains that even though you have a body which even if you're a demon and if you worship the Lord, you can become a pure devotee.
Bravo! Bravissimo. Okay, anybody else have realizations they want to share?
Haribol Maharaj?
Yes.
So, add on to the point, in Ishopanishad verse 18, in the purport, Prabhupada says, such is the omnipotence of the Lord, he can make a man born in a Brahmana family as degraded as a lower-born dog eater. And he can also make a lower-born dog eater superior to a qualified Brahmana, simply on the strength of devotional service.
Very good. Good find. Your good detective work. That's the way, go through the Shastras like that and find these things, find where they are and connect them up. I'm impressed. Very nice. Anybody have any personal realizations about what's going on in your life right now or anything like that? Yes?
In your Sunday feast lecture, you were mentioning about how we should never make the goal of life comfort, or like we should understand that the goal of life isn't comfort, in the sense that a lot of the time people strive for having a comfortable life, when we should understand that comfort is like we should be comfortable enough to inquire about the absolute truth. And I was thinking about that. And I was thinking about how a lot of the time people in today's world, when it comes to religion or anything of that sort, they judge the success or the validity of it based on how comfortable it makes them, or how or the resulting comfort that comes in their material life after they started like their spiritual practice. And I noticed that in myself as well. And I was thinking about how sometimes, a lot of the time, when something good happens to me, I say, "Oh, it's all Krishna's mercy." But then when something bad happens to me, I never like that thought never comes by. When I should really be thinking that everything, like as long as I'm like worshiping Krishna, and if I surrender myself to Krishna, anything that happens to me is all for the best, because it also reminded me of how the devotees are never really disturbed by their external surroundings, or anything material that is like trying to hinder them.
Well put. You know, there's a verse that we quoted tonight from the first canto, second chapter of the Bhagavatam, where it says that one should never use material gain that's gotten from performing religious activities, and then you get material gain. You shouldn't use that for sense gratification. Does anybody know who that verse is? Just off the top of your head.
Is it 1.2.9?
Say it. Kamal, that's a little further on, but Dharmasya hyapavargasya nartarto yopakalpate nartasya dharmaikantasya kamalabhaya hismita. You know it. Say it again, Niharika.
Dharmasya pavargasya nartarto yopakalpate nartasya dharmaikantasya kamalabhaya hismita.
Fantastic. Where you go. Is it 9?
Yes.
Yeah, good. You're right on. So what does the verse say?
It says all occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification.
Fantastic. Good citation. Good verse. How's everybody doing during this lockdown thing?
Actually, I have a question.
You have a question? Yes, sir.
So, Radharani, who is like one of the most best gopis of Lord, who like one of the most beloved gopis of Lord Krishna, and then there's also Dravali, who is like Radharani's competition. Like, why does Radharani like used more in scriptures than Chandravali?
Why does what? Why does Radharani do what?
Why is Radharani more like referred to in the scriptures than to Chandravali?
Because we're in Radharani's camp. These are different camps in the spiritual world, and we're under Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Manjari. So we're his followers, and he's in Radharani's camp, so we don't talk about Chandravali so much. Okay, what other realizations do you have from the lockdown?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yeah.
So, hearing about all of this coronavirus crisis and all these troubles, I was listening to Upadeshamrita, and we were reading the translations. It was verse 6, I think, where one should not judge someone by their appearance, like if they have like a bad complexion or facial deformities or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Me of how people were blaming actually the Chinese for making the coronavirus when in fact it was actually not their fault because back in the past when everyone they got a famine at that time, so it wasn't their fault that all of this entire thing happened. So that reminded me of a story from Chaitanya Charitamrita of Vasudeva Vipra. Vasudeva Vipra was like very devoted to the Lord, and his entire body was full of sores with maggots, and he was a leprosy, I think. And if a maggot fell down from his body, he would put it back. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to him, and just by touching him, Vasudeva became like he gained a transcendental body. And even though he was a leper and many people just disregarded him because of his complexion and bodily deformity, Mahaprabhu, he came and told everyone about how devoted Vasudeva Vipra was and liberated him.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that story. A nice relation you made. Very good. So, any other thoughts? How you all doing?
I also want to add on to what Abhijit said. There's a story on how Kalia became Kalia. And so once he was a king, I think, and he had a stomach issue. So one sage advised him to see a doctor, another sadhu, and drink the water from his lotus feet, and then he'll be cured. So he went to that sadhu's place, but when he reached there, he saw the feet of the sadhu, and he realized that the feet had a bunch of external diseases. So when he washed the feet of the sadhu, he only put the water on his head. So the sadhu who saw this could curse him because he had some discrimination. He couldn't see the pure and the inside. He could only see the external. So he said that you'll become a snake, but since you still put it on your head or something, I'm not really sure the reason. He said Krishna will put his feet on your head, and then you'll be cured.
It's kind of a benediction.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You all full of Shastra tonight, you devotees. Do you have any like down-to-earth realizations about what's going on in the world right now? Besides giving any extra Shastra and Bhagavatam classes right now?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious how you're all doing, actually. Tanvi, go ahead.
I think this is a good time. Like Krishna is telling us to get together and then sit with our families, and then like know more about Krishna, read books, and then get together, chant together. So I think it's good to get together in a family and do all Krishna seva.
Nice. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. What else is all going on? Are you all holding up okay?
Yeah.
I think Krishna's like, I don't know, like, we haven't got, like, guys haven't got together for like such a long time, so maybe he's like creating a longing for the association with devotees.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think.
Who is that?
I think in Yatra, Madhavanendra Prabhu said whenever we have a disqualification, it's our qualification because we get more. We kind of want that more, and then we have more. So when it happens, we get more. I'm not really sure how to describe it.
Okay. Any last thoughts, anybody?
Seeing how much a virus isn't even living, but seeing how much it's affecting everyone in the world, and it really shows like how we're like the human life is like water on a lotus petal, and how it can fall at any moment. And so how it really shows how temporary life is, and how to have like a permanent benefit, we have to like be strong in our sadhana, be strong in our Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, whatever we accumulate here, it can be gone anytime.
Nice realization. Shweka, you were going to say something, I can tell.
Yeah. So I had a couple realizations this week. And so like the past 2 weeks, like all of our college positions have come out for like everyone who applied this year. And like so I applied to like a lot of good schools, and like honestly I was expecting rejection. And so I got waitlisted at Vaisesika. And so like from when I got my first waitlist, I was like, oh my god, like, I got waitlisted, like this is so good. And then I got waitlisted again, and I was like, by the next, I was like, okay, like these are like such good schools, like I thought I'd get rejected. And then I kept getting waitlisted, and by the time I got like my 6th waitlist, I was like, this is a joke, like am I getting waitlisted? And it's so funny how like your like the mind like goes from like when I first got a waitlist, I was like, heck yeah, like, I just got waitlisted, and then like when you keep getting like the same thing, suddenly I was like, I want to get accepted. Like, before all of this started, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get rejected. And now by the end of it, I was like, why didn't I get accepted? And it's so funny how the mind works. And I think like Krishna's trying to teach me a lesson in patience too, because like I just waited like 4 or 5 months for all these positions to come now, but waitlist like positions come at the end of June. So it's gonna be like another 4 months wait to like really see like what my options are. And so yeah, it's been.
That's a really interesting observation about how at first the mind's all excited and then you get the same thing and then it wants an upgrade, you know. That's the way it always works. No matter what we get in the material world, we always thinking like, hey, wait a minute, that's not good enough anymore. Really nice, yeah. And then the opposite, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says when you get a spiritual experience, you think there's no greater gain. It's like you're fully satisfied. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on hold right now, isn't it? Suddenly. Whole world's on hold. Little time out. Well, thanks a lot for spending so much time tonight. Great to see you all. And we'll keep going on with the vibration wherever we are and see what Krishna has in store. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll look forward to checking in with you really soon. Monisha, thanks for setting up the call. It was really helpful. And keep the vibration going. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpadrubhascha kripasindhabevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Unmute. Vanchakalpadrubhascha kripasindhabevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Hare Krishna. Gorfrain. See you soon.
Is there a battery going out in here or something?
Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, hey, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman.